Are you wondering whether you should keep owning a home in retirement or whether renting might actually make more sense? Well, you're not alone. Many Halifax seniors are asking this exact same question as they think about downsizing. By the end of today's video, you'll have a clearer idea of which option might be best for you and a free resource you can download to help with your decision. Let's talk about lifestyle differences. First off, if you're owning a home, you've got familiarity, stability, it's yours, you've been there for a number of years. Obviously, it's a very comfortable environment for you to live in. You have more freedom to renovate and customize. You can adapt the property to your needs as you age, and you have a sense of pride and a legacy for your family. But responsibility for maintenance, insurance, and ongoing costs, and there will be some significant costs over time if you have to replace a roof or things like this. Now, if you're renting, you do have flexibility. It's easier to move if you need to make a change. Perhaps you want to be closer to your children or other services. There's no repair bills, there's no lawn mowing, and no snow shoveling. You're often closer to services, transit, social opportunities, medical facilities, whatever you may need. But there's no long-term equity build. Rent can increase, and of course it will. And you have less control of the property because ultimately it is your landlord's. So from a lifestyle perspective, renting can feel like a freedom card, while owning keeps you in control. But it's all, what about the money side of things? Let's take a look at that. So first off, if you're owning, you have equity, but it is tied up into your house. You do have a potential appreciation in value, and we know that homes will continue to go up in value over time, as we've saw over the last few years. Homes have increased significantly. Now, as I mentioned before, there's ongoing expenses. You have property tax, maintenance, repairs. You can get to be expensive. And there's a liquidity challenge. The wealth is in your house unless you sell it or take a financing such as a reverse mortgage to pull some equity out of your house. Now, if you're renting, you have liquidity. You have the ability to take all your home equity and invest it. You can use that money to produce an income for your retirement, to travel, to pay for health care, support family, whatever you want. You do have a predictable monthly rent. Again, although it will increase, but each month you know what you're spending. It's a fixed amount, and that does make it easier to budget. There's no surprise expenses. You're not going to be hit by a roof replacement. It's all covered in your rent. Now, you do have a possibility of higher or higher monthly costs compared to owning a mortgage-free home. So financially, it comes down to whether you want your money working for you, or you want your in investments, or you want it tied up in real estate equity. How much monthly predictability do you want? So here's a couple of key questions to ask yourself. Do you value flexibility more or stability more? How important is leaving a legacy for your family? Now, again, I mentioned a lot of people like to leave their house to their children, and that's fantastic. If that's what you're considering, it is worthwhile to have a discussion with your children and find out whether or not they actually want your house or if they're going to be selling it upon your passing. Their decision, their input would be very valuable for you to make your decision. Would you rather invest in home equity and continue to have it appreciate in value? Or would you rather invest it into other types of investments that can produce you a monthly income? What is your tolerance for unexpected expenses? And where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Those are important questions to consider when you're making your decision of what you should do. Honestly, there is no one-size-fits-all answer. Some of my clients actually even do a mix. They'll sell their family home, perhaps downsize to a lower value condo, and have the difference to invest to produce a monthly income. And that's always a consideration as well. To summarize, at the end of the day, the best decision depends on your financial situation, your lifestyle goals, and how you want your retirement to look. But if you are starting to think about downsizing, whether that means renting, owning a condo, moving into a retirement community, the best place to begin is with some simple practical advice. That's why I put together a free guide called 8 Easy Downsizing Tips for Your Halifax Home. It's straightforward advice that'll help you get organized, reduce stress, and avoid some of the common mistakes that I've seen some seniors make in the past. You can download your free copy right now by going to 8downsizingtips.com. Again, that's 8downsizingtips.com. I will also put that down below in the notes, so you'll be able to see the link right there as well. And it could be the first step to a smoother, easier, and more enjoyable journey. I'm Roy Thomas with Sutton Group Professional Realty and Halifax SeniorLiving.ca. I've been helping seniors for more than 30 years make smart decisions about their housing. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, downsizing is not about giving up space. It's about gaining freedom. Please click subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day.